Hey guys, you're welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. In this video, I'll be making these trendy gong sleeves that you can see on your screen. So this is the sleeves on the dress that I posted earlier. So I already went ahead to fold my fabric into four, so I'll be cutting the two sleeves together. The next thing I'll do is to determine the wideness of my sleeves. So my fabric is folded into two. I'm going to take 11 inches for the wideness. So 11 times 2 is 22 inches. So the whole wideness of the sleeve is 22 inches. So I'm going to mark 11 inches from the beginning of this fabric to the end, and I'll connect the dots into a straight line. After doing that, I'm going to determine the length of my sleeves. So I don't want it to be too long, so I'll be taking 11 inches. So I'm using 11 by 11 inches, 11 inches for the wideness and 11 inches for the length. So I'm going to connect all these dots like this, and I'll cut out the excess fabric. So guys, on the opened edge of this fabric, I'm going to go down by 4 inches or 3 inches. It depends on how deep you want it, and I'm going to connect from the center of my fabric to meet 3 inches. So if you like, you can take 3 inches, but for me, I'm going to go down by 1 inch to make it 4 inches because I want to create some gathers. So half of my round armhole is 8 inches, so I'm going to just mark the 8 inches and I'll gather the rest on my shoulder area. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out. After cutting, you don't need to shape it because you're still going to gather the sleeve so that it will stand, because this is obviously too wide for the armhole area. I'm going to go ahead and notch the middle point. After doing that, guys, I'm going to place this fabric on my lining piece, and then I'll go ahead and cut. So guys, I've gone ahead to use the main fabric to cut out my lining. So I have two fabric and two main fabric and two lining piece. So guys, the next thing I'll do is to bring in my peplum stay. So as you can see the sleeves on the thumbnail, it is standing. So in order to achieve that, you'll be needing this peplum stay. This is the strongest one. So I'm going to go ahead and place my sleeves, that is the main fabric, on the shiny part of this peplum stay, and then I'm going to go ahead and cut. So after cutting, I'll place the other sleeves again on the peplum stay. As you can see, I've gone ahead to do that, and I left about half an inch on the base of the sleeve so that I'll be able to use it to turn my lining. So I've gone ahead to do that, guys. Remember that the shiny part of this peplum stay is the part that is going to face the wrong side of your sleeves. I'm going to go ahead and iron this down. So guys, I'm done ironing. As you can see, the gum stay has already sticked to the fabric. That is why I said you should iron the shiny face to the wrong side of your fabric so that it can actually stick. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in my lining, and I'll place it on my fabric on the right side of my fabric. After doing that, I'm going to go ahead and sew the base on a straight line. So guys, I've gone ahead to do that, and this is what I have. I went ahead to turn it inside out, so you can see that our sleeves is beginning to come together. So the next thing I'm going to do is to top stitch on the upper part of these sleeves. Okay, so I'm going to sew on the outside. I'm not going to sew on the inside. I'm sewing on the right side. I'm going to just hold the lining and the main fabric together, and I've gone ahead to do that, guys. This is what I have. So the next thing I'm going to do is to close the side of the sleeves. So I'm going to pin the sleeves right sides facing each other, and I'll go ahead and sew on a straight line. So after doing that, guys, this is what I have. I'm going to go ahead and turn my sleeves inside out. So I've gone ahead to do that, guys. You can see that the sleeves is wide. That is, the armhole area of the sleeves is very wide, which is not a problem because we are going to gather the remaining part to the shoulder area. So I'm going to place my tape from the center of the sleeves. So like I said before, half of my round armhole is 8 inches. So I'll mark 8 inches. What is left is 3 inches. So the gathers that I'm going to crease on the shoulder area will be 3 inches. So we're going to do this on the sewing machine, but let me show you guys what I mean. So on the center part of the sleeves, I'm just going to gather them up like this. Let's say 1 inch each. So I'm going to mark 8 inches. Okay, after doing that, I'm going to mark the other side so I know where I am going to pleat. Okay, so I'm going to fold the sleeves over like this. So according to my measurements, I am pleating 3 inches. Okay, so I'm going to pleat them on each other like this. I'll pin, and then I'll use my machine to hold it down like this. So guys, you can see what we have after holding the pleats down. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in my dress. I'll open the shoulder area of the dress up, sorry, the armhole area of the dress up like this, and I'm going to place them right sides facing right sides. So what I'll do is to pin the area, the part of the sleeves that I pleated, I'm going to pin it to the shoulder area of my dress. I'm going to pin it down, and I'm also going to pin the armhole of the sleeves to the armhole of the dress, and then I'll go ahead and sew all the way around. So guys, after sewing all the way around, you are going to repeat the same process for the other parts of the sleeves. And yeah, that brings us to the end of this tutorial. I hope it was helpful. Please don't forget to like this video, leave your questions in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.